We're looking at live pictures now. We are waiting to learn more information on how this started, but all we know is the Houston Fire Department is battling a 2-alarm warehouse fire. If you do have friends or family in the Houston area, this is near US 290 in Northwest Houston. This is at a warehouse on McAllister Road where it meets Magnum, or I should say Magnum meets US 290. And obviously the smoke is billowing fiercely out of this building from traffic cams. It can be seen for miles, evidently. And right now the cause of the fire is unknown. And we're also waiting to learn if anyone was in the building or if anyone is hurt around this building. But you can see, I'm trying to see the building next to it, utility sales agents. Okay. And yeah, so that really doesn't tell us too much. So far, three so
in that
far.
shot. I saw a couple on the other side. There's a lot of fire trucks there.
In this kind of situation too, because the wind obviously blowing it in one direction,
Yes.
so it's pretty gusty,
Yep.
and that's going to cause an air quality situation, as we report many times with fires like this.
Dark smoke.
And it's dark smoke, so that means it is fresh. There are a lot of materials in there that are quite flammable, and so this is the fuel to the fire. Now, with a fire like this, they also, once they do arrive on scene, they assess on how to battle this kind of fire.
Yes.
And what kind of materials are inside. We do not see any firefighters in the ladders or any buckets right now. So, maybe right there at the top of the middle of the screen, we see one hosing down from the bucket up there. But you gotta approach this where the smoke is not blowing towards you, and if this is a surround and drown, or if they're going to have some firefighters actually go into the building. But right now, we're not even sure on when this fire started. Our content partner again in Houston posting this just about 20 minutes ago, so that's when the chopper there got over the scene. But this is the kind of smoke that is seen for miles, and it is dark, and it just shows the strength of this fire and how consuming it can be. Wow, that is so much, really. But as we wait to gather more information, just want to bring you these live pictures right now. 290 and Magnum there in Northwest Houston. We're also looking at some of the firefighters on the ground, and they're just walking from equipment to equipment truck. So whether those are just chiefs figuring out how to approach the fire, but it looks like most of the battle is on the top of the screen, that side of the building. Can we listen in? Do they have any?
There's no audio.
No audio on the team yet there?
There's no audio on the shot. It just seems like this is just their chopper shot.
Do you want to look up utility? What did we say that was?
Utility sales agents?
Sales agents. Right next door, if that even is a building that's related to the one that's on fire. And if this is a warehouse, I mean, usually plastics, just everything that can flame up a fire and add to the fuel.
I'm going to put you on camera for 1 second, Jane. I actually found a tweet from editor at KHOU, which is our content partner.
Okay, good.
Who happened to be driving and see the flames or the smoke from... Let's see. Let me put that back up.
Oh, yeah. This is one of those, like I said, when a fire like this is seen for miles, it can impact traffic. And we're hearing the editor there now.
Yeah, the editor was happened to be, I guess, driving.
Northwest, it looks like it's from Highway 290,
and this
which,
is what it looks like
that's
from
confirmed. Houston Fire Department says it's too early to know what's burning in this building. All right, and maybe we can get some information from our content partner there at KHOU in Houston. But, and you know, it's the middle of the morning drive too.
Right. 'Cause
Right.
they're
It's like
how
8.
many hours
They're
behind?
an hour. They're Central Time. We're Eastern, so they're an hour behind.
So this is
So
rush
it's right
time.
there in the middle of rush hour. Can only imagine what this does to traffic and that spectator slowing surrounding the highways there. All right, this is really a big mess out there. Okay, so let me just recap real quick because this information is fluid and it is new. We're getting more pictures on the ground from the actual scene car.
We are.
Yeah, it looks like,
I'm going to put the aerial shots back up. So
Okay.
please
All
bear
right.
with us as we change over on our scan PC. You can see
wow.
the photographer on the ground
Those
there
flames.
getting really close.
Oh my goodness. That is raging.
Look at
I mean,
those
they're calling it
flames.
2-alarm right now, and it depends on the agency what qualifies as an alarm. But for the most part, a 2-alarm is, yes, of course, dangerous. 5 out of 5. So 5-alarm is the most perilous, dangerous fire, and I would not be surprised
Look
if
at
this
those flames,
starts to
Jane.
elevate. This is intense.
That's intense.
We're looking at 800, 900, 1,000-degree fire with those kinds of flames. And it's just amazing to see the firefighters when they are, I mean, I'm sure they're pumped up with adrenaline trying to get through things, but as they deal with the equipment, approach the fire with care and caution and strategy, they look somewhat calm.
They do.
This is just from, looking outside in, but they're not running into the building. We see those on movies
Right.
when they rush into a
Right.
building and storm with their hoses, but that is not the case here.
Maybe it's, I'm just, because maybe it's abandoned. We don't know. So maybe
Right.
maybe
And,
they're rushing.
yeah.
There's not a fear of anybody being inside.
That's true.
Maybe
Yes.
that's it.
And you got to approach these things
Correct.
with some precaution. You can't just rush in there until your battalion chief or whoever is on scene and in charge knows that it will be safe for the actual firefighters. So the rescue crews need to be safe as well. And you can see one of the buckets there dropping down a little bit with the water coming down. But as you look at those flames, bright orange to red, we're looking at, I'm counting just 2, 4, half a dozen people only on this
Only on
side,
this side.
of the building where their camera crew is set up. So still no major information as our content partner, that's KHOU,
Yes.
with Tegna, is giving us the live coverage from Houston. And this is the northwest part of Houston, a very big city, but Tower 6 there. Okay, so now we see people climbing up the ladder and the conversation strategy, I suspect, how they're going to deal with this part of the building. Nice close-up shot there.
should
As
get your husband on the
firefighters.
phone.
Well,
Talk strategy.
I was gonna call him. If you don't know, my husband is a retired firefighter from Denver, Colorado, the city of Denver. So used to these industrial fires. And I told him before, and we've had many discussions before. I need to get you on the phone so to weigh in on how firefighters are approaching this. Of course, sure enough, he is out this morning.
Of course.
Of course. But from what I know, from what I've learned over the years, they wait for all of the command units to arrive on scene. They assess the wind, the kind of fire, the kind of materials, who is in there, and if this is going to be a surround and drown or if they can actually go in and approach it from the inside. You cannot approach it from the roof, obviously. With this case, I can tell you that because it is so hot and those flames are burning straight up and over. But here, the side paneling burning right through.
Yep. Yep. There's reports from a couple of posts on X that it was reported or called in right around 8. So,
Okay. So KHOU was over at about 8:20.
yes.
And we just brought you these pictures here now. That's 8:20 Central Time. So
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math in my head
yes,
with
so that's an
time
hour
zones.
behind us. So not even an hour ago is
And
when
it's
they got
still
these calls.
raging.
I suspect this is going to be burning for quite some time. You want to look at that smoke and watch it turn from black to gray to white. But as it is black and those flames are just that bright orange red, you know that this is going to be raging for a while.
Yes.
I would like to see
Still don't know
those
the cause.
aerial
We don't know any
shots again.
injuries.
I'm just quickly texting my husband
Sure.
in the event that he is around. But I think he has softball, of course.
Of course. We've seen, the aerial shot showed several fire trucks there. All around. This is just on the ground, one side of this thing. And
Yeah.
goodness.
The hose, you look at the firefighters, it might be 6 feet tall with their
Right.
equipment. They're weighed down with another 50 to 75 pounds, if not
Yeah,
more.
50 to 75 pounds.
Yeah, because you have your oxygen tank. Your bunking gear, that's the rain jacket material, that water repellent, the helmet, that is impediment to your, all of the weight that you're wearing, and then dealing with the hose and the pressure from water sources. It is a physical job,
Yes.
for sure. So it looks like at least this one little window into the building that we saw orange flames burning, looks like they're getting, I don't know, am I too optimistic to say that they're getting a little bit of a handle on that situation? But at least they were able to tear through some openings with the overgrown brush, and you could see where that area of the fence had to get through, bring in their equipment. Looks like that ladder is going up now. So you have an approach from above, from this one fire truck, and we saw some people on the ground with the hoses down there shooting from below. So at least this one area, again, that black smoke turning into the dark gray, fading off into the distance, now blowing into that lighter gray white. That is a sign of some progress, at least.
Promising signs.
All right, so let's get you caught up here. Not even an hour ago, reports of a fire burning at a warehouse in Northwest Houston. This is a warehouse that we're waiting to learn if there are any people inside the building. What materials are in this warehouse that are causing these massive flames? And the one firefighter walking back down the ladder, as they have 2 firefighters in the bucket, Tower 6, Houston, spraying down and approaching it from above. And we did see a helicopter above as well, not with water drops, just camera crew giving us some aerials of the scene, which is very intense. So about 8:20, our content partner KHOU in Houston picked up some coverage, and they are streaming this live right now. We're bringing you these pictures and images live of a major warehouse fire burning in Northwest Houston. Okay, let me see here. Now, we did see some firefighters approach the building, and then they walked out.
Yep.
Quite calmly.
Yep.
That's a good sign.
As of right now, we still don't know exactly the name of this warehouse. We don't
Okay,
know
and
what
the
kind of
utility sales
warehouse.
agents,
The utility sales
nothing?
agents is nothing. Well, I haven't found anything quite yet. Houston. I'm searching things in real time, folks.
Yeah, that's Carlene. She is the woman here hanging out, doing all the right things.
Let's see here.
All right, Houston Fire, that looks like just someone to maybe a battalion chief or some captain on scene. They many times don't wear the full bunking gear. Just make a call there. Is it
Are they strategizing? Are they the ones that kind of
strategizing? They count their crews.
Yes.
You know, this is a not multi-agency, but a multi-department house station, multi-station response. So it's when the first crew arrives on scene, and then it becomes bigger and bigger, and they dispatch more crews. Then usually the original team there is the one that is in command. And so it's a big communication, coordinated effort to see who is going to approach which side of the building and how they're going to do exactly that. Where the water source is, you know, there's a finite, I mean, the fire trucks obviously hold tons of water, but fire hydrant placement is important, as we've seen that in the days since the South Park fire. Remember that car?
Yes. Oh, yes.
The fire hydrant drama.
Yes.
That was too far away to deal with what ended up being a fatal fire. The ground crew there in Houston at the warehouse, obviously moving when necessary, so just bear with the live coverage